Sun is pretty gnarly.
Sun is pretty gnarly.
How to take a bomb on the head. Childhood growing up on Kauai.
Could have been in Zoolander.
What's the most challenging part of staying healthy?
How do you guys stay so positive on day-to-day life?
Prepare physically and mentally before surfing Skeleton Bay.
That's really cute.
All right, ready? How's it going, you guys? And welcome to a Q&A with the Smith brothers. We're here on the beach right next to the ocean, so excuse the loud rumbling noise. Let it be just a meditative side piece to our Q&A. We just wanted to get together as brothers, answer some questions from our last Instagram posts, and let you get to know us a little bit better. My name's Koa Smith. I'm 25 years old from Kauai, Hawaii.
Hello, I'm Travis Smith. I am 27 years old and I'm also from Kauai, Hawaii because I'm his brother.
I'm Alex Smith. I'm 29 from Kauai. Oldest brother. The one in charge.
He was on this earth
they
first.
Pick me up all the time.
First question is a heated question.
Whoa, straight into it.
Cats or dogs?
Oh, this girl's gonna get worked.
Oh, she just got pounded. I'll say dogs.
We saw that coming.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say cats because they're a little easier and they're independent and so cuddly. I love dogs too, so I like both.
I'm just gonna give you guys a fun fact. We grew up kind of on a farm. We had sheep, cows, chickens, ducks, rabbits, 9 or 18 indoor cats. Numbers up for debate, and 4 dogs. So we're kind of all animal people.
And bunnies.
I think I said bunnies. Okay. Oh, and fish too. All right, next question. Tell me a random fact about yourself.
I've water fasted for 6 days. No food.
Does that mean just drinking water, no
Eat
food?
water and Wim Hofing.
Why?
Just to cleanse myself. Get in touch with my spirit.
At any point, did you think you were gonna die?
A couple times, yeah. But I made it through it.
Wow.
I don't know if I recommend it for everyone. Don't try this at home.
Maybe not 6 days, but 1 to 2 to 5 days?
Yeah, well, I proved that I didn't need food for that long and I'm still alive, so.
I went on a camping mission by myself for 5 days. Down this crazy sacred coastline where I was just in this Hawaiian jungle. I was just fully living by myself and it was really nice and I didn't even talk for 2 days straight.
Wow.
Crazy.
Is
How
it?
much of that time were you naked in Speedos?
Oh, I was in Speedos the entire time and I was naked probably a quarter of the time.
Good.
How was your upper leg tan after that?
It was the best I've ever had.
Best ever?
Absolutely.
Better than right now.
For sure, yeah. It's not,
Don't try that.
Alright, nicknames. My girlfriend calls me Koki. Coco,
Koa boy.
Koa boy,
Koa boy Smith.
go girl.
Koa girl.
Charles.
My real name is Charles Smith. That is my fun fact about myself.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. But you can call me Koa.
Sir Charles.
Alex doesn't even have a nickname. How weird is that?
Some people call Alex Llama.
That's his nickname.
That's
That
like a
used to be my
deep
nickname.
childhood rooted nickname.
Only like my closest friends.
I think when he had braces for some reason, just his neck posture and his face was llama-ish, maybe?
Yeah, that's when you were fat. I was this fatty boy.
My nickname
Koa
is
was Bucky.
Oh.
Koa was Bucky.
But we're talking current nicknames
I
here.
think we gotta play back a couple images just to show people.
I'm gonna look for kiwis and duck-billed platypuses.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to share my butt teeth.
Yeah. I'd like to thank braces for my life.
My nickname is Trigger, or Trick Trav. Started from Trick Trog. My middle name's Trigger.
Can you explain the meaning behind Trick Trog?
Trick Trog, yeah, that's a good one. A trog is like a mix between a troll and a frog that lives under a bridge. And for some reason, when I was kind of a younger teen, I was really awkward, and I was growing really fast, so I was like really long, and people just were
It's not funny.
hard on me, and they called me Trog. Trig, Trog. They blended my middle name with that one, and that's how it started. Slowly transitioned over to Trig Trav when I wasn't so awkward anymore.
And then you went to becoming one of the most top modelist-ist persons ever. So
One of the
where you came
toppest,
from.
yeah.
One of the most toppest, high up there-ish.
Could have been in Zoolander.
Travis, tell us about your childhood growing up on Kauai.
And our childhood growing up in Kauai was amazing. Our parents moved to Kauai just before we were all born. And we were fortunate enough to live on this little small house right on this beachfront property, and it's pretty much like a private beach. And it felt like the movie Swiss Family Robinson or something. We were just a bunch of naked brothers just climbing trees and playing in the sand and playing with pollywogs. It was just a lot of fun, and I feel like that kind of created us to who we are today, and we're so drawn to nature and to the ocean and different things like that, because I feel like we spent so much time in nature when we were a kid. We all had like our favorite tree that we climbed, remember? Like, I remember I would have this one tree, and it was kind of this half-dead tree, and I'd break a limb off and pretend it was some like tool or like gun, and then play with my imaginary friends, you know?
Yeah, I think overall growing up on Kauai was like growing up on a big playground where we'd get dropped off at the beach, we'd go surfing all day, hang out with our friends without a care ever, you know? And I think, yeah, like you said, that developed a strong relationship with nature and created the foundation of who we are today. Helicopter pods.
That thing's like oddly loud.
Big freaking chopper.
Yeah, there's so much military. What the hell?
Does that make you feel safe?
Not really. Kind of the opposite.
Scares you a little bit?
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Koa, what is the goal for our YouTube channel?
I think the goal behind our YouTube channel is to showcase our life that we live and to share kind of the tools and hacks that we've learned along the way to make us like live such powerful, passionate lives, and hopefully be able to teach you guys as viewers these little steps along the way that has really changed our lives.
Yeah, and also to try to make people's days better, by showing positivity and just talking about health and having fun and surfing and spreading those good vibes. The best we can do.
I feel like as brothers, we work really hard and we're very passionate to achieve our goals, and we want to just like document that and show you guys what we're doing. So it's fun to have this platform and to be able to share all this with you guys.
And also too, we really listen to like what the viewers say in the comments. A lot of the time, like that will predict what we do next. So we really care like about what you guys want to see. So keep that coming, and we'll hopefully do that for you.
At McCoy Cooks asks, when did you guys start surfing?
I think it happened before my memory started, but from what my parents told me, there was just a soft top laying on the beach in front of that house that we were talking about earlier, and I grabbed it, just paddled out, maybe at like 5 or 6 years old, just to join people out in the water. And I don't think I caught any waves, but I just wanted to be out there with them, so I could pretty much say I'm self-taught in a way. And then the brothers followed me.
Yeah, I think I started surfing when you started surfing.
I was like one.
I was just like a little
I think I was like 3 or so. But yeah, fun fact, Alex, no one taught Alex how to surf. He taught himself. Wouldn't take any advice from anyone. Just kept floating out there until one day he got it. Pretty crazy. What board would you recommend for a beginner?
Probably a wave storm.
I would say go to Costco and get yourself a wave storm. They're $100. If you break them, you can return them. I don't know if that's still a thing.
I think it's still a thing.
Yeah, and they paddle so good and they're soft, so if you hit someone or hit yourself, you're fine. I think that's the #1 best learning board. At 246 Flying Fish asks, Travis, what made you ride the bodyboard instead of stand up? What age were you starting to surf pipe? Two questions there.
Questions. So where we grew up on Kauai just has like all these amazing different like sandbars and different things like that, and a lot of them are catered towards like bodyboarding. I'd say a lot of surfers start with bodyboarding, but for some reason I just really like loved it so much. Koa actually, when he was pretty young, like 6 years old, he would bodyboard half the time and surf half the time, and then he transitioned towards surfing. For me, I just like love to really get barreled, I think was the main reason why I stayed with the bodyboard, and I just liked kind of heavier waves, heavier conditions. And then that led to me surfing pipe at a pretty young age. I think when I first surfed it, I was like 8 years old, but it was like a really small pipeline. But then shortly after that, when I was 12 years old, I entered like a pro bodyboard pipeline championship event, and I actually caught like one pretty big wave. So
That was crazy. It was like second reef rolling through pipe and
Second reef
sending
pipe.
it at second reef pipe.
There's a good chance you could have died that day.
Are you guys vegan?
we are not vegan. I think Alex did the longest like vegan kind of diet, probably close to a year. Yeah.
A year or two.
I just think we've kind of tried every single diet,
Yeah.
and we've found what's best for us is just eating like good quality foods, like grass-fed meats if we are eating meat, good wild Alaskan salmon, fish that's caught from the ocean right here. But we have tested these different diets, and we found that what makes us feel really good is just eating really good quality food and listening to how we feel. We don't eat meat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, it's like if we have a heavy training session, we know we need to replenish our bodies, replenish the protein in our muscles to make us feel optimal to be able to do it again. I think Alex has experienced the most, and right now, you want to tell us what you're doing
Yeah.
now?
I've definitely been a human guinea pig, and I've paid the consequences for that. All the way from fasting to just trying ketogenic diet, vegan diet, more meat, and yeah. So the diet that I'm trying now feels really good. It's based on Ayurvedic principles, based on my body type. Ayurveda is something that was created in India like thousands of years ago. There's different body types and there's different diets for those body types. I saw a practitioner and she told me exactly what I needed to eat, which are all the things that I like to eat anyways, so that's working good for me. But we'll check back in like a month and we'll see. I'm probably gonna be water fasting again.
I feel like we got so into our diets probably like 5 to 10 years ago that for me personally, I was getting like so into it that like if it wasn't like the perfect meal, I would like be so like hard on myself and like beat myself up. And I found that actually like counteracted like
You're
the
stressing
good
about it
the
so
good
much.
feeling, you know? Yeah, so actually out of the experience I was getting a lot of stress. So there's, I think in saying all that we just said, like you have to be like happy with what you're eating, and if you're gonna commit to a slice of pizza or something, like then commit to it with like no second guessing, you know? But if you're regretting that, then you probably shouldn't be doing it.
Just gotta send it.
Yeah.
And I think a good way to gauge if you ate something that was good for you is how you feel after. You should be feeling like rejuvenated and pretty good after you eat, not feeling like you need to take a huge nap or eat more. I think that's
Yeah.
a good feedback.
Food is supposed to energize you throughout the day, you know? It's not supposed to just bog you down and, you know, make you have less energy. That's not the point of food. At @whynot_Bailey Peters asked, have you guys always lived a healthy lifestyle? And then the second question is, do you guys motivate each other?
I wouldn't say we've always lived like a perfectly healthy lifestyle. I'm not saying we do that now, but before when we were kids, we were just doing whatever was good. Like we'd still eat Lunchables and have French toast and these things. There's nothing. Yeah, there is some. But I think for me, the journey to health started when I had health problems when I was around 15. I just had like super low energy, brain fog, and I just was
going through a lot at that age, and eating certain foods helped me feel better. So that, and not only food, but like sleep and working out, and I just kind of discovered all these things that slowly made me feel better.
I feel like you kind of brought us with you on that. It was like, oh, you just discovered like how bad refined sugars are or whatever, and then I was like, okay, there's we're not allowed to have any in the house, you know, and oh, we're gonna start eating more like vegetables. And, okay, we're eating fresh veggies from Kauai, like this is how we're doing it now. So you brought us on like a really cool path of bringing our whole family to like really understanding our own flow and our own health. To answer the second question, do we motivate each other? I think we motivate each other more than I'm like, yeah, like, yeah. I mean, I get more motivated from you guys than outside sources. I feel like we're really always making sure that we're on a good program or we're doing good. We're really close and we check in with each other a lot and try to motivate each other to be like our best people, I would say.
Yeah, and if one of us has like a new thing we're really into, we're super open to hearing it. Like, what's the next best thing? Let's do it. We've done that over and over, and it's been great.
@_SabPratt asked, in the past, people were buried with things they would need in the afterlife. What would you want buried with you to use in the afterlife?
Such a cool question. I think for me it'd be my boogie board and some swim fins.
Absolutely.
Some rubber hair ties so I can surf. My half-gallon hydro flask and some swim shorts.
I think that I want to be frozen, so I don't think you need to bring anything.
But you can have things frozen next to you.
I don't need anything.
Alex is going to his afterlife with nothing but his naked body.
Okay. Do whatever you want.
Preserve my consciousness. That frozen body. That's all.
I think obviously a surfboard, some H4 FCS fins for sure, a blender, Sunrise Shack coffee, ghee, almond butter and layered creamer, and a French press. And that's all I need, baby.
If I could be buried next to him so we could borrow each other's stuff, that would even be better.
Because I need some of your hair ties. Who knows how long your hair grows in the afterlife?
@Juliana Evans, you guys have any tattoos? Would you ever get any? And would you get any more? I'll just ask that to Cohen.
I am the only brother that has a tattoo. I have a owl feather on the back of my neck. I got it after I hit my head on the reef in Nios. I got a gnarly concussion right there. And I put it just as like a little bookmark there to remind me of the strength I needed and everything I learned during that time to get through that. And I feel like that has really made me who I am right now. Owl significance is when I was born at home, and my dad walked out on the porch to say thank you to the universe or God or whatever, and an owl swooped down and landed on the porch. Supposedly it winked at him. So in Hawaiian, you have a spirit animal or an aumakua, and an owl has always been my aumakua, kind of my guardian animal. And I've had some pretty crazy experiences where like I've gotten injured and my dad has seen one, or like something crazy I need a sign and I see it. And so that's
cool.
right there on my neck.
How do you guys stay so positive on day-to-day life? Also, any tips on self-discipline?
Positivity is just, there's so many things to it. I think one, it's just your personal mindset. It's noticing a negative thought and a positive thought and the difference. I read in a book one time that a positive thought is 10 times more powerful than a negative thought. I mean, I think everybody goes through positive and negative thoughts. I think a lot of people tend towards negative thoughts, but I mean, I think that's like one of the cores of why we try to be healthy and try to live in a place that provides sunshine and warm weather and an ocean and things that we like, because bringing like big passion into your life creates more opportunity for positivity.
Yeah, I kind of will find myself being in a little bit of a weird mood, and I'll just step back and first of all, like, just realize, like, okay, like, how crazy is it that we're humans? Like, how crazy is it that we have this opportunity, we have this beating heart in our chest? Like, on just a ground level, like, that's a good place to start. And then it's from there, like, I'm grateful, like, I have my brothers, and I'm grateful, like, I have surfing in my life, something that I'm so passionate about. But it can be whatever it is. I think just reminding yourself what you're grateful for and how crazy it is that we're even alive right now. I think that's a good start to just pick yourself up. I personally try to be right there at like 99%, 100% positive all the time. I truly believe that if something bad happens to you, that it's there to teach you a lesson to take you where you want to go. And no matter how hard that lesson is, that's for you to figure out. And just knowing that that's something you're about to learn, and try to take it as positively as it can. Like, I've been through like crazy injuries and not thinking I won't be able to surf ever again in my life, something that I'm so passionate about, not sure like what I'm gonna do, going through crazy depression and stuff, and just knowing that that's part of the journey. You are who you are, and you're gonna become something that's pretty amazing.
2 other cool tips is like who you surround yourself with is who you become. Say, for whatever reason, the people you're surrounded with aren't very positive, then you can look on the internet for positivity. I feel like when I was young, I listened to like a few motivational speakers and I got really obsessed with it, and I made a full 180 in my life, and I ended up just like moving to New York by myself and becoming a pretty successful model out of nowhere, you know.
Who were some of the...
I really like Tony Robbins. I just, if you really pay attention to what he's saying, and don't listen to too much of it because it's too much to take in. It's just like take little snapshots of it and then just really digest that and even write it down and reflect on that. And it'll really sink in. The other one is Deepak Chopra. He's just, I don't know, it seems like he's just a funnel from the universe or something. Abraham Hicks is really amazing too. That's like, she says she channels like a spirit guide, which is really interesting. And she also seems like she's reflecting like the law of the universe.
I believe in my own experience that life is, it's not easy. It's a challenge. First, to know that, and to not be down on yourself if you're not feeling perfect all the time. I think even lying to yourself saying that everything's perfect all the time isn't quite a healthy thing to do. So to know that at the bottom line, life is a challenge, and to face that is, I think, what life's all about.
Yeah.
If you're running away from what's hard, then you're not going to go anywhere. In that process, just to believe in yourself and know you can, like, win the battle of life. And yeah, I think everyone has their own tricks for sure. I notice personally, like, what I think about tends to happen a lot in my life, and what I talk about happens too. So I personally try to not talk about super negative things that happen, gossip or serious injuries or plane crashes or something. I just try to get that out of my head completely. And when someone's talking about that stuff, I almost just like walk away.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think just really paying attention to like how you think, who you're around, all those things are really important if you want to have this like this life that you can imagine for yourself, your dream life.
Here we have at Gen30 Good 21 asks, Alex, what is the most challenging part of staying healthy? It's a good question.
Because like it's two-sided. I think consistency is really important. And I think being eating healthy like 80% of the time is good. It's okay if you slip up, I think, and cave in and have these foods or parties or whatever like once in a while. You almost kind of need that for your soul in a way. But also on the flip side of that, I think being too rigid is an issue too. If you're really rigid and like you're full of fear with eating a certain food or being in a certain situation, that can also backfire.
You gotta find your personal flow, you know? You get to the point where I feel like you know what you need, your heart tells you, or you tell, like, I wanna do this, you know? You can't be like, no, can't do it, oh my gosh, and you're gonna feel bad after that. Yeah. It's like, you gotta develop your own personal relationship.
Can you stay relaxed through the whole process, no matter what comes your way?
I do think when you start though, like I remember, okay, like this week I'm not gonna drink any alcohol, I'm not gonna eat bread, I'm not gonna have sugar. That's usually like a restart for me. Even I won't have any coffee, that's like a total restart. And for the first day or two, it's really hard because my body is craving these things. Detox really wants it, and I really, oh my god, it's just be really nice. Like I'm really tired, I should have a coffee, you know. Crave it more than ever. Then as soon as you go over that, then you realize how good you feel, and you feel almost better than if you do use one of those crutches.
Travis, how do you encourage someone that struggles with motivation to exercise and have a healthy mindset?
I think when I was younger, I kind of went through this, and honestly, still today, there's some days where I just am feeling sluggish and don't want to exercise and stuff. But I think the best thing that's helped me is like starting my day off the right way. Just like having a really sound morning routine. There's like this book I read, it's called The Miracle Morning, and it really just changed my life. I think starting your morning is like the right way is so important. Waking up at a good hour, maybe moving your body, not looking at your phone, hydrating yourself, thinking just what you're grateful for. Positive affirmations. Maybe sing out loud, dance around, give your friend a high five. Just like launch your day in the right direction. And then after that, it seems like it's just 100 times easier than it would be if you just were to roll out of your bed, look at Instagram for a half an hour, not drink any water, maybe turn the TV on, eat some sugar cereal. Like if you're trying to go work out after a morning like that, like, good luck. You know, I don't think I could even do that. I don't know who could.
Also good sleep too is really
Then you'll feel like working out when you have a lot of energy. But I do feel like sometimes like I want to work out, but I feel sluggish and I'm stuck in mud. But I know that feeling, and that means I really need to go work out. So that's when I'll be like, you know, almost like put Koa aside for a second and be like, I'm going on a run. And that's always like super painful and hard for a little bit, and then I break through it and I feel really good. That's like getting your body moving makes you feel good. It's like getting a machine, starting to crank it, and then everything, you feel better, you get more energy, you're more happy. It's like, that's like the first thing, you know, kickstarting it.
I think just being alive, we naturally pick up resistance just through stress. Just being alive is stress in a way. And I think that builds up over time, and working out is one of the easiest ways to just like dissolve that so it doesn't keep building up. A lot of the time, like stress built up in the long term can turn into illness or just like brain fog or things you don't want. So I'm a big believer in we're meant to move and really use our bodies, like go to the extremes in cold and heat. I think we're capable of so much more than we know. I think you don't realize when you're not feeling good, you don't realize you're not feeling good compared to how good you could feel.
Yeah.
So once you kind of get on this like health train or whatever you want to call it, you just get addicted to feeling better and better, and then it becomes this never-ending adventure of trying to feel as good as you can.
it's more long term too. Like that feeling lasts longer instead of like just getting drunk or eating like Kentucky Fried Chicken or whatever. It's like if you chase it the real way of like listening to yourself, taking care of yourself, then that lasts a long time and that just keeps building. There's no limit to how good you can feel there.
I'm stoked. I feel like lately I've found a routine that there's less suffering involved to feel good. I think for a while I was just like torturing myself with whether it would be diets or really long runs or just crazy workouts. To me, that stuff isn't really sustainable. So I think through the Ayurvedic perspective, just paying attention to things that make my unique self work, like good sleep and certain diet. Getting in the ocean, I think we all have things that make us tick. You just have to discover that for yourself.
At blooming.jasmine._ Travis, will you marry me? I'm not sure I'm ready to get married. Hit me up in like 5 to 10 years, okay?
Sure, she could be the one.
Not ready.
Doesn't matter if
Your
she's
chance.
the one. You're
All
married
right.
to Sunrise Jack.
Yeah. At Chris_Theron. Okay. How do you prepare physically and mentally before surfing Skeleton Bay?
I think Skeleton Bay is such a crazy endurance thing that I'm literally thinking about it when I'm working out throughout the year. Like when I'm running the beach, I'm thinking about, okay, it's firing, Skeleton Bay is good, like I want to do that full, I want to do another run and I want to be full of energy. So I'm like thinking about that in training. When it comes to it, at Skeleton Bay, I think having the right food for fuel, like protein powders and electrolyte, refuel, bultong of course, just having the right fuel to lightly snack throughout the day so you're not just crashing. Also, it's like the thing that I look forward to most in my life, so I'm fueled off of excitement and energy. Sometimes I like am not even eating and I'm surfing for 12 hours. Like when we're surfing Skeleton Bay, we're waking up at like 5, maybe even 4:30, putting on our full wetsuits, booties, grabbing our bullet coffee, pounding it, and headed out to the surf. We're not taking off our wetsuit all day until we're collapsing in our bed. My mindset is I want to get the wave of my life. I want to get the craziest wave that I've been dreaming about. And it's hard because like you paddle out, you don't even get out, you get a shitty wave, the next wave is good, you see someone get the wave of the year, and you're just like, ah. But my flow at Skeleton Bay is everything I do is putting me in the perfect place for that wave that I'm looking for. So I'll even be like snacking on the beach and all of a sudden I just feel like I need to go and I'll put that half snack down and start running up the point because I feel like the wave is coming.
How do you keep your composure? Like, because you can so easily just spin out, get too excited. 'Cause, I mean, you've seen some of our videos, like you can see us freaking out on the beach. It's hard to keep your shit together in
Yeah.
a situation. So I wonder how you deal with it.
For me, it's just staying in the present moment, just realizing, okay, like this is what I think about all year. Like I'm at the top of the point. I've made it out. I'm sitting here and I'm just waiting for the wave to come in. And then it's like, okay, just focusing on your breath, not getting too far ahead of yourself. And then when you see the wave, it's like, okay, it's time. Let's go. Like I'm taking it head on. I'm not like, it's like, it's time to go. Let's go right now.
All right. I like it.
I think you could tell how fired up he got by how passionate
let's go.
he is. Travis, what is a bullet coffee? Bullet coffee is high quality ingredients of an organic coffee, a coconut oil, organic coconut oil, and a grass-fed butter. Essentially, it's just good organic coffee with good healthy fats. You throw it all in a blender, blend it for 30 seconds, and it's gonna come out to be this creamy, foamy, frothy, latte type of beverage.
What improvements have you experienced from drinking bullet coffee, Travis?
I feel like we've been drinking bullet coffee for 8 years now, and the improvements I feel is, first of all, I found it pretty hard, like, on what food to choose to start my day. I think, like, you know, if you were to try to go to the American style breakfast, like eggs, bacon, potatoes, and toast, like, you want to go back to bed. For me, when I started drinking the bulletproof coffee, I couldn't believe, like, how much energy I had, but it wasn't like weird energy. It wasn't like a Red Bull or like a Monster. It was like this really motivational energy, and I just felt so good from it. And I also just love coffee, and it just made coffee go to the next level. Bullet coffee lasts for a really long time, and it also like sustains your appetite too, which is crazy. And so I don't even eat anything until like 11 or 12, and I'll probably just have like a smoothie then.
It's part of the morning routine that we spoke of, and it's crazy to start your morning with a bullet coffee, which is taking place of your breakfast, and you get so much energy. When you have a bunch of energy, you're more motivated, you can share more attention and love to the people you care about, and you get so much done. Your brain's working, your ideas are flowing, but it's not like this jittery, like, At Zero Matt Cordova asks, when is Sunrise Shack coming to the mainland?
2 years?
Hopefully we have some West Coast presence in 2 years.
2022.
2022 is our year.
2022. I love twos. We all love twos.
Yeah. So that kind of
sooner.
that goes into the next question by @Bianca Deppa.
Bianca.
Bianca says, what's the absolute dream for Sunrise Shack?
If we could have franchises all around the world and be able to have some of our products in grocery stores, and so we're just kind of sharing the bright colors that we express, and just the good vibes and the nutrition.
Yeah, we want it to be available and spread out through the world.
Another really exciting thing we have is our Shack Shop, where you can buy all of our merch, coffee, bullet coffee ingredients, and we ship worldwide, so the Shack is kind of available worldwide. But if you go to Japan, we have Shacks in Japan. And
I think
one day,
Korea, we have
hopefully everywhere. That's the goal.
South Korea, we have a fake Shack.
@_Matthew Smith_. How to take a bomb on the head. Ooh. I think the bomb, he means a wave, right? Not an actual bomb.
We're not talking about an actual bomb. We're talking about the explosion of a second reef pipe wave about to land on your face. I think it's a weird moment where you realize you have to take this situation on, and there's no turning back, there's no getting out of it. For me, it's heart rate control, making sure that my heart rate is super mellow. I almost go in just this calmest state. My affirmation is, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. And I take a big breath, and then I take it all the way out, and right when that lip's about to land on me, I do one more. And I just play it dead. Wow. That's the bomb taking me. And I try to fly underwater a little bit. You can kind of fly with the turbulence. And then hopefully you get a breath. But it's always, I've had situations where I've almost drowned from being underwater for too long. You can feel the life getting squeezed out of you. It's always the affirmation, I'm gonna be okay, that comes to my mind. And I think that's the only way. And then you don't want to be there.
Shit, I'm gonna die.
Have you guys ever tried where there's like a really big wave coming? Or it doesn't even have to be a really big wave. You can practice on kind of a smaller wave. But you're in a certain place where the wave is like right in front of you breaking. And right when it breaks, it seems to like shoot up. And if you do like a shallow water duck dive, you don't like go down, because I feel like if you go down, the water's also going down, it's gonna explode you. But if you like do a shallow water duck dive, you get under. Have you ever done that?
The wave bounces all of its energy
And
over
shoot
you
through the middle
It's
of the
almost
wave.
like a second explosion.
Yeah,
That's
I've
really cool.
fully done that in like really wild times, and I was absolutely surprised on the outcome.
If you want to learn how to surf, the most underrated thing is to learn how the ocean works. That's definitely more important than even knowing how to stand up and all those things. You'll learn that pretty quick, but it's about determining where is the wave gonna break? Like, is there waves coming? Where are the people? Like, is the wave gonna break on the reef here or the sand? Like, there's so much like
Ocean knowledge.
predicting and ocean knowledge that takes years. I think that's why it's hard for a lot of people to get started in surfing like later in life. But yeah, going into it, just know that ocean knowledge is probably the most important thing to know. At least that's what I think.
Yeah, like sitting on the beach, studying the water before you go out. Not just, oh, I'm gonna go surf, trying to stand up. It's like, yeah, like you said, you gotta learn the ocean before you learn to surf. At Cole Peterson's ask, best brand of coffee to make a bullet coffee from. Let me just stop you right there. It's Sunrise Shack Coffee. We just launched our new coffee. It's so good. It's made and roasted in small batches from Peru. Organic. Smells so good. You put it in your kitchen, you'll be smelling it when you wake up in your bedroom, okay?
And just a side note here, you gotta be very careful on what coffee you use. If you just go to 7-Eleven and buy your coffee there, chances are it's just like full of different pesticides and chemicals, and it's also probably really moldy, which mold, even if it's in your house, mold can be in our food and different things like that. And you just gotta really be careful with mold because it can dampen your immune system and just make you kind of feel fatigued all the time. Pretty much just zaps your energy.
That's a lot of the reason why people crash after like a Starbucks coffee.
Yeah, it's not because of the caffeine, you know? People are like, I don't drink coffee because I crash. It's like, well, I don't crash. Like, why are you crashing, you know? If you think about like, you drink a green tea, are you crashing from a green tea? Like, no, green tea is a very clean kind of herb, you know?
Okay, this has to be one of the juiciest questions of the interview. At Ryan Mark Sayers, how long have you been brothers for?
Oh my gosh. I can't even remember it's been that long.
I can't remember.
That was a question?
But can you remember? Alex watched me be born, and he cut my umbilical cord.
That's how long we've been brothers.
Our whole lives,
Our whole freaking lives, I think.
I think.
Great question.
Unless someone's lying to us.
Good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's raining!
You guys look hot!
Bad.
It feels so good.
Like and subscribe.
For future Q&As, ask your questions in the